Hello everyone, I'm back again with another channeled letter, this time from your future spouse. We have 4 envelopes to choose from today and 4 heart crystals. So I'll give you a closer look at your crystals. This is what we have for pile 1 with the blue envelope. This is what we have for pile 2 with the pink envelope. This is what we have for pile 3 with the green envelope. And this is what we have for pile 4 with the purple envelope. Okay, so go ahead and see what you're drawn to, see what really pulls you in, and if you need more time to decide, feel free to pause the video, and let's get started. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this blue envelope with this crystal, this is going to be your channeled letter from your future spouse. Before we get started, I wanted to explain how this is going to work. So, I channeled these letters strictly based off of my intuition. I didn't use any tarot. So some things in here may be very, very specific. But as always, take what resonates, take what speaks to you. And I'm being very receptive to what comes after this letter. In my last channel letter, I pulled some tarot towards the end. But I'm just going to see how that goes. And also, I apologize for any background noise that you hear today, pile 1. And I think that's it. So let's get started. Okay, so it says, Dear love, hi, nice to meet you. I don't know where to start. I don't always know what to say, but I mean well. You make me so nervous. You've stolen my heart. I feel so captivated by you. I'd do anything for you. You motivate me to be my best self. When I look in your eyes, my heart beats so fast. When we meet, you may not even suspect how I really feel about you. I try to keep these things close to my chest, so it may also take us some time to get to know each other. But why rush something so special? I'm telling you this to reassure you that although it isn't easy for me to express myself, my heart is yours. Your presence is healing for me. Just standing next to you improves my mood. I love you and everything that you are. I wouldn't change a thing. You can be yourself around me. We're more alike than you may initially expect. I'll be your best friend and you'll be mine. Well, I'll leave it at that for now. I long for you every day and look forward to being your forever person. Love, your future spouse. Okay, pile 1, so on the back of this letter, I took some notes of some themes I want to go over and explain, and also some visual things I was picking up for you, and anything for extra confirmation. So let's take a look. So starting off, we have shy / social anxiety, and yeah, pile 1, I feel there's a very strong energy when it comes to your future spouse of them kind of being more shy and introverted. And I feel that when you first meet them and as you're interacting with them and getting to know them, it may be kind of hard to read them, but I feel like this is just their personality. Like they're very introverted and shy in general. But when they meet you, I feel like this is only going to be amplified because they like you so much. And that being said, I just feel like this person has kind of a clumsy energy, but they mean well, just like the letter says. And as I was putting this letter in the envelope, I accidentally ripped it. So I feel that your person is definitely coming through with this clumsy energy, and I'm not trying to judge them either. And as someone who's kind of shy myself, I can definitely feel this on such a deep level when it comes to this person. Like, I totally get it. And next we have sleepy/sad eyes, which is very interesting. So I feel that they have very unique eyes in some way. I know that's kind of a weird way to describe it, but I feel that there's something about their eyes that does look kind of sleepy or sad. And I'm going to go ahead and skip to the potential signs here. So we have air and water signs. So with what I was saying about their eyes, Pawan, water signs in particular are known to have very distinct eyes, like especially if they have a water rising sign, their eyes are generally what is known to stand out. And in simple terms, their eyes are known to be watery or kind of have this sleepy/sad look. And more specifically, I feel that this is often said for Pisces placements, especially Pisces rising. Let's keep going here. They may also have blue eyes, but they don't have to. But since this letter is blue and I just keep getting a very watery type of energy about them. And next we have look at their body language. So pile 1, I feel that a good way to read this person is to look at their body language, because although they kind of are reserved, or they're not very obvious with how they express their feelings, I feel that their body language gives a lot away. So I feel that a good sign in particular is to look at their feet. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but there is this theory that when someone's feet are pointed towards you, it means that they're interested in you and it means that they're attracted to you. Just little things like that, Padawan, could be helpful to notice when it comes to your future spouse. And next we have cute laugh and gentle. So I feel that this person has a laugh that really stands out, and this is something that's very adorable is what I'm getting. And when it comes to their laugh, it's more like a chuckle, and it's just, I know it's kind of a weird message, Padawan, but it's something that's very adorable about them. I just feel like this person has a calm energy, even though they may have anxiety or get nervous sometimes, but I feel that as a person, they're a very calm and gentle soul. And next we have city. So this one's kind of, I had to explain a lot about. So I kept getting these visuals of this person in the city. And so you may meet them in a city as you're going about your day. And I wrote down some specific examples here. So as always, take what resonates. But I feel like this is mostly describing the overall energy. So we have Chicago, Seattle, and Japan. And I don't know a lot about Japan, but I guess I should have put Tokyo because that is a city that I'm most aware of when it comes to Japan. But when it comes to these cities in particular, Pawan, I honestly don't know a lot about any of them when it comes to their history or what it's like there. But there's a sense of this relating to your future spouse. So they may also be from these cities, or they may have a very cultured energy about them. They may like to travel, or there's something about them being from a very intellectual city, or a city with a lot of history, and one that is very popular, or more like a capital. Next we have old soul, very wise and open-minded. So yeah, Pawan, I feel that your person is just really adorable, very gentle, and very comforting to be around. They're not one to judge. So I feel that when they're getting to know you, it will be very, for the most part, Padawan, I feel that it will be very smooth. And even though at first glance this person may be hard to read, they mean well, and they will slowly but surely open up. And next we have dresses comfortably. So this is like describing their personal style. So I feel that this person has a very like sporty, casual type of style. And I put headphones in parentheses here because I was also picturing someone with headphones. So your person may really be into music, or this is something that comforts them whenever they do have anxiety or are nervous. And yeah, as I was channeling this letter, Pawan, it was kind of difficult for me because it took me some time, and I felt as though I had to really push them, or I had to really encourage them. And I don't know if how many of you guys have seen the Harry Potter films, but there is this one scene where Hermione and Ron, well, Harry Potter and Ron aren't getting along. So Hermione acts as this messenger, so they go back and forth. But Hermione, overall, Padawan, if you know, you know, but it's as though they were whispering to me things they wanted to say to you, but they didn't, they were too shy to say it themselves as a whole. And I just felt like I had to keep going back and forth. Yeah, when it comes to this message, I feel like this is just a message about this person is into you, and to not overthink things, even though they may be kind of, it may take them some time to warm up to you. I feel that it will happen, and I feel that they will be very smitten with you, Padawan, for sure. I just think their nerves get the best of them sometimes. Okay, so I also felt drawn to pull from my future spouse deck. It's not quite finished yet, so I wasn't really going to use it today, but there are some cards to work with here. So Padawan, the message I pulled for you is summer season is significant to our connection somehow. So I feel like this could be something to work with. You could meet this person in the summertime, or you or this person could also have a summer birthday as well. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Padawan. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. If you chose this pink envelope with this yellow heart, this is going to be your channeled letter from your future spouse. Before we get started, I wanted to explain how this is going to work. So I channeled these letters strictly based off of my intuition. So some things today may be very, very specific, but as always, take what resonates. And I apologize if you hear any background noise today. And let's get started. Okay, it says, "Dear love, you're so beautiful, I can't stand it. I hope I don't come off too strong with all my compliments that I throw at you. I'm very persistent. I don't know who hurt you in the past, but just send me their address. I just want to have a talk with them, I swear. I'm fiercely protective of those I care about. Take your time, babe. I will wait as long as it takes. There is no rush or pressure here. I just like being around you. I don't have a hidden agenda. I'm a people person, but not in the way that you think. I only surround myself with real and authentic people. I don't care if they're different from me. Just keep it real. That's my motto." You, my love, are as real as it gets, and I adore you for it. I'll know we're meant to be together before you do. I'm very self-assured and decisive in my actions. I'm always here for you. I'm not one to judge. You're a breath of fresh air to me. I see so many positive things in you that you may not see in yourself. I want to support you, energize you, and motivate you. I'm your biggest fan. Okay, I'll get out of your hair now. Kisses, your future spouse. Okay, pal two. On the back of this letter, I took some notes, and this is going to describe certain themes I wanted to go over, certain visuals or confirmation signs, and just some extra things that I was picking up. And towards the end, I will also be pulling from my handmade deck for more messages from your future spouse. Alright, so let's take a look at the back first. So, first of all, we have fire signs and Leo in parentheses because I was definitely getting a strong Leo energy from this person, pile 2. And yeah, pile 2, this person has a very strong energy. They have the type of energy that is very noticeable. They're hard to miss. And I'm having a hard time keeping up with them already. So I apologize if I'm kind of struggling here. But pile 2, yeah, let's just keep going. The next message we have is they are your gift from the universe. So pile 2, I feel like this person is someone that you may not expect that you deserve. I feel like this person is even better than you would imagine in your future spouse. And I feel that if you have any past partners or haven't had the best experiences in love so far, I feel like this person is going to prove you wrong. They're definitely going to come in and prove you wrong if you have any doubts about your future spouse or love in general. If you kind of have given up on the idea of finding your person, pile 2. And I feel like this person is going to feel like a gift because I don't know how to explain this in simpler terms. With pile 2, I feel that maybe you have low expectations or you don't have super high standards at this point. And you may have certain ideas about love that may not exactly be true. And I feel like this is more in a positive way, pile 2. It's more like it's even better than you would think, and your person is out there. So I feel like this pile is definitely for those of you guys who are struggling with the idea of love or haven't found someone that you connect with. Someone that really treats you like royalty. And I feel like this person, pile 2, is going to treat you like royalty. They are going to be your biggest fan. They're going to treat you like a celebrity. They have a very strong energy. And I feel that there is this big theme of them. Maybe you wouldn't have the best impression of them at first glance because they may be very different from you. And at this point, you may not even be looking for love, pile 2. But let's just keep going here because there's a lot to cover in this pile. So let's keep going. So next we have I'm in love and I don't care who knows it. And this is from the movie Elf. If you've ever seen that, it's a Christmas movie. And it's one of my favorite movies. And Buddy the Elf is someone who's very, very lively, very energetic. And I feel that this person is the same way. And more specifically, pile 2, I feel that especially if you've had past partners who didn't really make an effort or make you feel seen and appreciated. Whether or not you're into PDA, Pal 2, I feel that this person is definitely going to go out of their way to show you off to the world or to anybody that will listen, because they're just so proud to be your future. They're just so proud to be your spouse. They're just so proud to even know you. And next we have Friendly Giant. So, Pal 2, I feel that it is very likely that this person is taller than you. And if they're not, they definitely have a bigger than life energy about them. Like, even if this person's 5 feet tall, or if you're interested in women, they still have a very expansive energy about them. Like, if you are interested in women, Pal 2, I feel like this person has tall girl energy, is what I'm getting. And they have a big personality, and they're very confident and very energizing to be around. And for those of you who are interested in men, with this Friendly Giant, you may even be intimidated by them because of their height. Yeah, for some of you guys, this person's going to be kind of off-putting at first because they are very bold. And if you're sitting here and thinking, that does not sound like my type, well, of course, this is a general reading, but I feel like this is also a message that this person may be different from you, but they will pleasantly surprise you. And next we have, you may meet through mutual friends or at work. So I feel that, yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory, Pal 2. This is how you may meet this person. Because I feel like there's something here about being at the right place at the right time. Because otherwise, I don't think you would have met. There's something here about the universe helping or conspiring here to help you come together. And next we have, they respect your boundaries. So I feel like this is also a big theme here, Pal 2. And this person is not easily hurt. I mean, they definitely appreciate real people. They appreciate kind and generous people, Pal 2. But if someone has boundaries or if someone has needs, this person is going to want to respect that. And I feel that they are also somewhat aware that they have a strong personality. So if there are ever times where this person just talks your ear off, or I'm trying to name a better example here, Pal 2, but overall, if you ask, they'll do it. And they know you're not doing this to be mean or put them down. Or I feel that when it comes to you in particular, Pal 2, they're just so gentle and they're just so respectful of your time, your energy, and the person that you are. And next we have opposites attract, which is a theme that I've been talking about. So you two may be kind of different in ways, but it's something that I'm getting will be very harmonious, something that definitely works for you guys. And next we have restaurant. And this is a very random message, but I feel that you guys may also meet at a restaurant. And if this is your coworker, you may, for those of you guys who work at a restaurant or in the food industry, you may even meet your future spouse at work, and they may be your coworker. Or if you meet this person through mutual friends, I feel that this could even be something along the lines of going out with your friends and your future spouse tagging along. and that's how you meet them. And next we have difficult childhood. So pile 2, I feel that your person is also not always rainbows and butterflies, but they have a very good head on their shoulders. And I feel like if you especially resonate with the fact that your childhood wasn't easy, this person is definitely going to have similarities to you in that way, even in ways that you may not expect. And yeah, I feel like this person's really connected to their inner child, and they may even be someone who's very motivated by being gentle with other kids or just being more considerate of their thoughts and feelings because they know what it's like to not have had that in their childhood. And I feel that for those of you guys who want kids with your future spouse, they're also going to be on board with this, and they're going to be a very caring and gentle parent. They're very wise despite how fiery their energy may seem, Pile 2. And next, I channeled some songs for you, Pile 2. So we have It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC and As Long As You Love Me by the Backstreet Boys. So when it comes to It's Gonna Be Me, the lyrics, it basically describes, yeah, you may be hurt in the past, but the next time you give love a chance, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be that person. I feel like this is a strong message that is coming through, Pile 2, when it comes to your future spouse. And next we have As Long As You Love Me. And when it comes to this song, I feel that this is definitely emphasizing the fact that your person is not judgmental. They have healthy standards for themselves, but they're not wrapped up into the small things. They surprisingly have a strong emotional maturity. And if you know anything about the song, Pile 2, it's basically like, I don't care what happened in your past, I don't care what you did, or overall, Pile 2, your person is not going to nitpick or judge you on things that you may be worried about. And you guys can definitely look up these songs if you want to get a closer look, but that's kind of what I was getting as far as their energy goes. And next we're going to pull some more cards from the future spouse deck. But first I want to go over this again, see if there's anything else that is standing out to me. Yeah, Pal 2. This person's very, very loyal. And this gives me the impression, like, this is just an example, but if you were to tell this person you robbed a bank, they'd be like, oh, that sounds fun, or, oh, so you have money. Like, they're really not judgmental, and I keep saying judgmental, and I feel like there's better words to describe this, but this person is so chill, they're so fun to be around, and they're really, I think if you ever were struggling with someone, Pile 2, or if you were dealing with any kind of stress, this person would definitely want to put in the effort to make things a little easier for you in any way that they can. They definitely have this kind of superhero energy, but at the same time, they're not going to coddle you either. I just keep coming back to this message that, yes, they have a strong energy, but they're very respectful and they know when to tone it down sometimes. And I feel like this person also values honesty. So when it comes to anything in your past or anything that you feel insecure about, it's going to vary based on your situation, pile 2, but this person is definitely not someone who's going to hold grudges, is what I'm getting. And they really just appreciate honesty, even if it's something that hurts their feelings in the moment. Okay, let's get some final messages and then we'll wrap up the reading. What other messages from pile 2's future spouse, please? Like, pile 2, I feel that this person has dealt with a lot of shady people, a lot of people that lie to them, and this gives me the impression that it hurts them more to think about someone lying to them than to think about someone just telling them the truth and them being hurt in the moment. They know that life isn't always fair. They know that life comes with its challenges, but they just want authenticity and honesty. I hope I'm explain that correctly. Oh my goodness. Sorry about you, but yeah, it's funny this came up. It says, I've been lied to in the past, so I'm sorry if it takes me time to open up. So definitely pile 2. And when it comes to sorry if it takes me time to open up, it's interesting because I feel like this person is already very open. But when it comes to this, I'm getting this impression of maybe their happy-go-lucky nature is something that they kind of have to work very hard at. And something that they kind of... This can even be someone who masks their pain through humor sometimes. And fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So double confirmation that this person could have fire placements in their birth chart. And yeah, I think that's what I have for you today, pile 2. Thank you so much. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this green envelope with the pink heart, this is going to be your channeled letter from your future spouse. So before we get started, I wanted to explain how this is going to work. So I channeled these letters strictly based off of my intuition. So some things today may be very specific, but as always, take what resonates. And towards the end, we will also be pulling some extra messages from my future spouse deck. It's not quite finished, but I felt drawn to use it in today's reading. And I apologize if you hear any background noise today. And let's get started. Also, pile 3, I just want to mention real quick that the paper is supposed to match the envelope. It's supposed to be a matching set, but unfortunately I ran out of green paper to go with this envelope. So although it looks blue, you're definitely in the right pile. This is the green pile. But I wanted to get that out of the way just in case there's any confusion. So let's get to your letter. So it says, Dear love, I figured it out. Life is meant to be experienced, not feared. So why not give this a chance? This is only one of the many love notes I'll be writing to you. We're meant to grow and evolve together. Our souls are meant to cross paths and share our personal wisdom with one another. We're here to learn from each other and keep each other company here on Earth. I miss you so much. I feel like I can feel your presence sometimes. I'm sending you my love from a distance. Can you feel it? I need a break from all the madness. I wish you were here. I love how you just get me. I feel like I've had a past life with you before. this comfort, this safety is unlike anything I've felt in this lifetime. Nobody makes me feel this way but you. I need to catch some Z's, but I have a lot to ponder. I'm so curious about life's philosophies and even love. Why certain people come into our life and why certain people leave. I'm humble yet eager for more answers. I love you to infinity and beyond. Your future spouse. So, pile 3. On the back of this letter, I took some notes of some themes I wanted to go over, some extra things I was picking up on that describe more about your future spouse. So let's take a look. So first we have career focused. They have a career that stimulates their mind. So pile 3, I feel that your future spouse is someone who's very ambitious. They're very intellectual. They're very curious, and they always like to keep their mind busy. And I feel like this is someone who is very motivated by personal growth. They don't want to stay the same person forever. They want to always expand their mind and be open to life's experiences and even life's lessons. And first, I feel drawn to talk more about your specific relationship with this person, and then we can continue with the list, pile 3. So I feel like this pile could be for those of you who are currently in a relationship or even in a long distance relationship. Because this letter kind of gives me the impression of this person, the possibility of you even knowing this person currently. But I'm getting so many examples when it comes to this pile 3, so please take whatever stands out to you. But if you feel like you don't know this person yet, I feel like this is someone who you're meant to have a slow but steady relationship with. And there may even be times where you're at a distance from each other or not even together, because I feel that you two have a lot to accomplish in this lifetime, or a lot to go after when it comes to your personal soul mission, so to speak. But I'll explain more about that later. I feel called to just keep going and it'll all line up. So next we have air and earth signs. So they may be an air or earth sign as well. So this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or this could just describe their overall energy and their personality. And next we have talks with their hands. So I feel like this person is very expressive. And they're definitely someone who's into mental stimulation for sure. So I feel like when it comes to your conversations with this person, pile 3, it's going to be something that's very, very fulfilling, something that lifts your spirits. There's something about your conversations that is something that is very healing for the both of you. I'm thinking you guys could talk about anything under the sun. And if you ever felt like, pile 3, your voice doesn't matter, or as though people don't really care what you have to say, or if there's ever been the struggle of nobody's really listening to me, nobody gets me, I feel like this person is going to prove you wrong when it comes to that. They love to talk, but they love to listen as well. And they're very, yeah. Okay, so next we have tattoos. So this person, I hope I spelled that right, but this person may also have tattoos, is what I'm getting. And when it comes to their style, okay, for pile 3, if I'm kind of all over the place, I'm trying to make it orderly in the way that I talk about my notes here, and also in the way that I just talk about the letter in general. So I apologize if I'm going back and forth. But next we have joint sole purpose. So this reminds me of what I was talking about earlier, pile 3. I feel like you may also have a past life with this person. And next we have soulmates, so definitely double confirmation. And I want to specifically mention that this doesn't feel like something that's toxic, pile 3. So even if you two are at a distance or if you have to take a break from one another, I feel that it won't be because you two have bad blood. I feel that this would just be something about opportunities or something about your personal growth, but it feels like something where you two always return back to each other like a boomerang. And that could be something, another reason why this person loves to talk to you, Powder. It's like they're reporting back to you about everything they've learned or everything that's been going on in their life, and they want to hear the same with you. And I specifically want to mention that I'm not someone who promotes this idea of waiting on someone when it comes to my readings, especially if you feel like you have a soul connection with them or if there's something spiritual involved. My philosophy is if we entered this world for our own journey, not to just. It's a deep topic, pile 3, but I just want to emphasize that this isn't someone that's going to send mixed signals. There's someone who you can have something very stable with, but I feel that patience is absolutely key here, especially with this message, for sure. In right place, right time. So this definitely gives me this impression of you two always finding your way back to each other, or how things just seem to fall into place no matter where life takes you. And, with any kind of relationship, there's going to be challenges and whatnot. But pile 3, I feel like there's definitely this emphasis on this person being someone that it's very smooth for the most part, but it's not going to be a quick. It's not going to be super quick. In simpler terms, you may even just start out as friends with this person. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities here, and I don't want to ramble on too much. But pile 3, I feel like this is someone that is worth the wait. And I don't say that a lot in my readings, and I don't like to say that in my readings very much. But this isn't someone who's going to make you wait. This isn't going to be someone that's confusing or makes you feel like you're not good enough or that you have to earn their affection. I just feel like this is something about your own personal growth and this person having their own personal journey as well to focus on as well. And next we have they're growing like a chameleon. So yeah, this message really stands out to me as well, pile 3, because especially with observing all the colors here, they're constantly evolving. I feel that their soul, their spirit remains the same, but this is not someone who stays stagnant. If they need to make a change in their life, they're going to do it. They're going to put in the work, and I feel that they're going to especially do this in your connection as well. If there's a challenge, or if there's something you two have to talk about, they're very present. Next, we have Dead Poets Society, and this is a movie. And for those of you guys who haven't seen it, I'm getting a lot of movie and music examples, so I don't want to ramble on too much, but if you know, you know. But in this movie, to put it simply, I was getting this example because this person was definitely giving me like an intellectual professor type of energy. So when it comes to their career, they may also be someone in a high position. They may be a teacher, a professor, or something that keeps them very busy, something where people rely on them. And Dead Poets Society is a very philosophical film. It definitely makes you think. So I feel that this is someone who is also into that as well. They don't like to. They take life very seriously, but they also don't take it too seriously. They have this kind of mindset, Pile 3, where life is short, let's make the most of it, and let's learn what we can here while we're here. And next, this is kind of random, but I feel like this person also really loves your style, Pile 3, in whatever way you dress or whatever way you present yourself. Even if this is just yoga pants or sweatpants, they love it. And next we have Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer, and this is a song. And you guys can look it up if you want, but in simpler terms, this person is going to love kissing you. And yeah, I really encourage you guys to look up the lyrics to the song because it's also very poetic and very magical. And when it comes to this person, I feel that if there is ever distance, if this is long distance, or if their career keeps them busy, whatever the case may be, Pile 3, this person is going to cherish kissing you even more because it's very healing to them. To put it simply. Alright, let's pull some extra messages and see what else we can get about your future spouse, Pile 3, and then we'll wrap up the reading. And this person's love language could also be quality time, Pile 3, because when it comes to this Kiss Me song, they're going to cherish any time that they have with you, really. They're not going to take it for granted. What are some other messages from Pile 3's future spouse, please? What else should we know about the future spouse, please? Also getting this person's going to like to hold your hand. So their love language could also be physical touch as well. And we'll pull 2. Okay, we'll pull 3. So we have, I look intimidating at first impression, but I'm actually very friendly. Let's travel the world together. And money is not a problem. Ask and you shall receive. So, Pile 3. Yeah, with this, let's travel the world together. This could be something that you do with your future spouse, but can also be double confirmation that this person is, they may travel for work or they may just be very busy. And with this, money is not a problem. I feel like this is also double confirmation that their career is very important to them and something that motivates them, and they're going to want to share that with you as well. This person's going to want to show up for you in a very stable way, Pile 3. And they're very patient. And next we have, I look intimidating at first impression. Okay, so this person, it may also be not easy to trust the process here, Pile 3, because your person may be hard to read, but I just feel like they just have that type of look. And like I said, I feel like this person's very intellectual, so they may also be very deep in thought. You may wonder what they're thinking, but I feel like they're very they're very wholesome, they're very friendly, and they're not someone who, like, they don't bite. Pile 3 is what I'm getting, in simpler terms. And I apologize if I keep tripping on my words, Pile 3. So I feel like sometimes it could also be not easy to keep up with this person, or when you do talk, it's kind of very quick, very fast paced. And there may be times where it's not easy to be present because I just feel like this person may be very busy and their time is something that they don't have a lot of. And this can relate to any type of situation you find yourself in, Pile 3, whether this is long distance at first, whatever the specifics are. I just feel like the time is something that your person values and they're very respectful about it as well. They may get lost in their responsibilities sometimes, but they are very good at checking in with themselves and they're very good at checking in with you as well. Anything else? Alright, Pal 3, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Pal 4. If you chose this purple envelope, this is going to be your channeled letter from your future spouse. Before we get started, I wanted to explain how this is going to work. So I channeled these letters strictly based off of my intuition. So some things today may sound very specific, but as always, take what resonates. Also, I'm a very slow talker sometimes, so if it gets to be too slow, you can go ahead and look in the description for directions on how to speed up this video. And I apologize if there's any background noise today. And after we're done with your letter, we're also going to pull some more messages from my future spouse deck. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, it says, "Dear love, I will always have your back through thick and thin. We're going to navigate this world like partners in crime. Although I have not had the best experiences in love, I remain optimistic. I will choose you over and over again. We're going to build our life together from the ground up. I look forward to every step that we take on our journey together. We're going to do things our way. We make our own rules. I will support you and your dreams. Anything you want to do in life, I'm happy to tag along. I don't need a lot in life, I'm simple, but also open to life's experiences. You may even get me out of my comfort zone a lot, which I will appreciate. Your happiness is my priority. I love to look at you when you're not aware. I love to just observe you in your element and admire the masterpiece in front of me. You are irresistible to me. You have me under your spell. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it with you. I want to savor each moment. You are the missing piece to my puzzle. Yours truly, your future spouse." Okay, Pal 4, on the back of this letter, I also wrote down some notes of some things I wanted to go over, some extra things I was channeling for you. So let's take a look. Okay. So first we have, you may meet them in a quiet area. So when it comes to this message, Pal 4, there's definitely this emphasis on when you meet them, you're going to know that's your person because there's something about your meeting that feels very obvious. You guys may even meet somewhere where it's just the two of you and you just make eye contact and you're very aware of each other's presence in some way. So when it comes to specifics, this could even be somewhere like a library. But despite the specifics of PAL 4, it just feels like something where you two may be the only people in the room, or it's just going to be very obvious because there's going to be like this spotlight on them. You're going to notice them right away, and they're going to notice you right away as well. And next we have romantic and cozy dates. So I feel like this person, when you're dating them, and also when they're your spouse, they're going to be very motivated to give you these kinds of dates. And I feel that this person's very into the ambiance of things. They really like to set the mood. And when it comes to this message, I was getting this imagery of candles and nighttime, night skies. So that brings me to my next message. We have outdoorsy here. So I feel like this person could also be quite outdoorsy, or this could be something that involves one of your dates as well. There's this element of stargazing. I'm not sure what exactly this is, but I feel like this could just be an example of the kind of dates that you would have with this person. And I'm getting kind of like a vampire energy from them. Before, they have like a very... Okay, yeah, Pathway. When it comes to my notes here, I was going to write down Scorpio Venus because that's what this person that's the kind of energy they're kind of giving me. And I don't know a lot about Scorpio Venus in particular, so I didn't want to do it based off of stereotypes. But I feel called to talk more about this. So this person may have a Scorpio Venus, or maybe you have a Scorpio Venus power, or they just have Scorpio placements in general. But this person has a lot of depth. And if you know anything about Scorpio placements or Scorpio Venus, then you know. But to describe this type of energy power, I feel like this is someone who's very, very private, very reserved, but also someone who has a lot of depth, and they're someone who, when they find someone they're comfortable with, they give them their full attention and their full loyalty. And next we have agreeable. So when it comes to this person, power, I feel like they're down for anything that you want to do. So if there's any life goals that you have, or anything, even something you wanted to do with a past partner but they weren't interested, I feel like this is a sign that this person is going to be very open-minded to whatever you want to experience. Even if it's something they're not necessarily into, power, I feel like they just want to be around you and they just want to spend time with you. So just to name an example off the top of my head, if you wanted to go shopping and you wanted to make a day out of it, really wanted to take your time, I feel like your future spouse is the type of person to tag along, and they would hold your bags for you, and they wouldn't complain about it. They wouldn't, even if they were bored, power, I feel like they wouldn't mind. They're just happy to be there is what I'm getting. And I feel like you two may share similar experiences in love, power. This person's going to understand you in any type of struggle that you've been through in love or just relationships in general, because they've been through the darkness themselves. And I feel like by the time you meet them, they're not exactly looking for love, but some part of them is very hopeful, but this just gives me the impression of they're not holding their breath, but by the time you come along, it's something that sweeps them off their feet. And with that being said, Power, when it comes to this envelope, I accidentally wrote the number upside down. So definitely, Power, you're going to flip this person's world upside down for sure. And they're going to love it. They're going to surrender to it. They're not going to fight it. Even if they've been going through life or a certain phase in their life where they're not open to love, or if they're kind of just writing off the idea, when they meet you, it would just be instant, is what I'm getting. And I know that's kind of extreme to say, but when it comes to your future spouse, Power, there's this sense of finally my person's here. And like I said, they're not holding their breath, but they're still kind of hopeful. Like some part of them wants to be hopeful. But they're trying, before you meet them, Power, they're going to be in a phase of their life where they're trying to just be their own friend, be their own partner, and kind of focus on themselves. They're not going to be in a rush when it comes to love. And I feel like this is a very positive thing. And I'm also getting Power that by the time you meet them, they're not going to be wrapped up in a previous relationship. They're not going to be even dating around, is what I'm getting. It feels like a very solo person. They're not going to let someone into their life if they're not completely sure about it. And next we have intense gaze. So I feel like this person has very, like when you make eye contact with them, they may have a very intense gaze about them, which kind of makes sense with what I was talking about, the Scorpio Venus, the Scorpio energy that I was picking up on. They definitely don't have to have Scorpio placements, but I'm just trying to describe this energy here. Let's go over this one more time, see if there's anything else I should talk about. Yeah, this person is going to want to do everything with you, Power. Even things they weren't open to before. This person wants to build a life with you. They want to. Every step is going to be something that they cherish. And I feel like this person's very attracted to you, Power. Definitely. Alright, let's move on to what other messages we can get about your future spouse, Power. What other messages should Power know about their future spouse, please? Okay, we'll pull 2 or 3. What else should Power know about their future spouse, please? We have, there's no obstacle we can't face together. And we'll build our own traditions and make memories that will last a lifetime. And lastly, autumn season is significant to our connection somehow. And on the back of the deck, we also have the attraction will be instant. Expect a lot of passion in our connection. So Power, I feel like on a physical level, you'll also be very drawn to this person. And whether or not you believe in this whole love at first sight type of thing, I feel that when you meet them, there's definitely going to be this strong pull. And you may meet this person in the autumn time, or you or this person may have an autumn birthday. You may also meet during Halloween, because I'm getting kind of like a Halloween, a spooky kind of energy from this person. Like I mentioned, they're kind of, I just keep coming back to this theme of the vampire. And we'll build our own traditions, definitely, pal, for it. This person is kind of emphasizing that you two will have your own personal, what works for you and your relationship. And it may even look a little different from the relationships that you see. But this, to me, feels like a relationship of no rules or pressure. You guys go at your own pace, you do your own thing, even if it's untraditional, or even if maybe other people don't understand it. With this, there's no obstacle we can't face together. This person's definitely a very real person. They're very mature, however, and they're going to have your back, like the letter says. They're not going to just back out when times get hard. They're going to be there, they're going to be present. I think that's what I have for you today, pal 4. There's also something kind of mysterious about your future spouse, because I feel like this may be the shortest letter that I do. But I just feel like this is just an extra confirmation of the type of personality that they have. They're kind of mysterious, they're kind of reserved, but at the same time, when it comes to people they care about, they're very present and they're very open. Alright, pal 4, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Bye.